Here we have Disco con tutti. Disco for everyone. Sounds like a Sonic the Hedgehog track. At least Sonic the Hedgehog from like back in the like Mega Drive era. Okay. So anyway, you have defeated the Mimic. That is everyone gets 450 XP.
Oh, cool. Where does that put us at? Cool. I'm not sure what the total is now.
I don't believe we actually got XP for the doppelganger.
Oh, right. Did I not give... I thought I got... No, wait, you weren't there last week, Alex, were you?
Although, even on watching the stream back, I don't believe XP was mentioned.
That's
we dealt with it afterwards.
Afterwards.
Oh, right.
So,
well, I get to be updated.
Update on your XP value, Lauren. Lauren? Hello?
Yes, sorry.
What's your XP number at? Did you update it after the stream last week?
I don't think I did.
Oh no!
Oh no.
I think I did. Hold on, let me take a look.
Oh, yeah, Jade.
Let's see.
Mine is 18,550.
I definitely don't have
let's
that.
see. It says current XP 20,700.
That sounds right.
So plus 450,
So
that'll put it at
450 to that.
21,050, right? Or wait, no, 21.
Yep.
Yeah, we're Wait, what?
No, not enough to level up yet.
No, we need 23,000.
Oh.
Yeah, still another 2,000 away.
Wait, 21,150? Is that where we're at now?
Yes.
Yeah, that would be 1,850 points left.
Oh, all right.
1850.
We're getting
Yes.
there.
I guess we are about to complete the castle thing too, if you really want to have some
Yeah,
justification.
I'll probably award some points soon because you guys have pretty much cleared the first story arc of this campaign.
Oh wow!
So Vivian is taking a bit of a breather over here because that was a bit of an experience. Blaze is also over here taking a breather because it's been a long day. Fish the cat bumps over. Meow. So you are in what was probably a very nice bedroom at one time, but is now decrepit and sort of dust, but like it's been used. It looks like the dust has been pushed around. Everything is kind of askew. There's a treasure chest in here, or some sort of a chest, and it looks like the bed has been kind of pushed around. There's been some fresh straw laid down on the old frame and a blanket or two thrown over the top, as if someone's been using it. I just dropped my dice. So what do you guys want to do?
Well, just given what just happened with one mimic, Renato's going to take the advice that I said earlier and sort of throw a dagger at this chest just to make sure it's not also hostile.
Okay.
Meanwhile, Vembry's going to make sure that he at least has eyes on Johnny Blaze at all times, just in case.
Before we leave, I was just going to whisper something to Elia. I just wanted to ask, you seem kind of thirsty. Seems like you could use a drink. Maybe a tall glass of something blonde.
Ha!
I
just kind of like elbow her in the side.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't know, you just seem kind of parched lately.
Well, we've been working very hard. I suppose we're all a little thirsty. I suppose you'd maybe like something a little more purple.
Anyway, we should be going. Come on!
It's just sidling up to this chest in the meantime.
Okay. You throw a dagger at the chest. Roll an attack roll.
Yeah, let's do this. It's probably really important.
Can Renato hit a
stationary
chest at
target.
point blank range? Amazingly, yes, he can. It is now a chest with a dagger sticking in it.
Good. Alright, well, just in the spirit of being wise about this, he's gonna ask Quinn to... He's gonna call over to Quinn and say, hey, can you, like, make sure that this chest doesn't have, like, a poison needle that's ready to stick us or something?
Sure. I can come over and check.
Wait.
Okay.
Just kind of crouch on the bed.
Quinn kind of crouches on the bed and takes a look. Roll a perception check.
Could I tell Fish to bamf inside the chest and just take whatever looks priciest?
I would have words to say about that.
Yes.
I mean,
you
I opened
can do
this for
that.
you.
Your cat, teleports inside the chest and then teleports over to you, carrying a jeweled necklace. It looks like a nice piece of jewelry that maybe like a highborn lady would wear.
The perfect crime.
From the room, shouts Renato going, Fambry, you're going to give that to us, you know! He's not really one for noble persuasions at the moment.
I was going to share.
Right well you were!
Okay.
Either way.
Yes.
Let's see if we can't finagle this chest
Okay,
open.
Okay, can I try and persuade Blaze that Elia is very interested in him?
roll a persuasion check. What are you going to say to him? Oh god. Because Nice has such a good persuasion score.
Oh yeah, she's
See her out.
quite a talker.
She's a real people person.
Oh!
Um,
I was hoping. I had my fingers crossed.
so you
So-
get in, right?
So you're a human, right? And that person
Yeah.
over there is also vaguely human shaped. I think you guys would hit it off.
You know, I'm really not that into. He seems a bit kind of perturbed by the big rock lady kind of looming over him and telling him he should be dating the tiefling over at the other side of the room because she is also vaguely human shaped.
Honestly, you just don't know what you're missing. Come on, let's go.
Why is Nice just leaving? So anyway, meanwhile, Quinn, you notice that there is a trap on the chest. It looks like somebody has laid like a small tripwire across the kind of the clasp of this chest so that whoever opened it would get a bit of a nasty surprise.
Okay. So Quinn will try and disarm the tripwire so as not to set off any traps.
Alright.
Oh, damn it.
Quinn carefully tries to undo the tripwire and just slips while doing it, causing from a little hidden part of the chest that was kind of covered, a hole opens, you hear a click, and out of the hole sprays a cloud of poison.
Oh boy, more poison.
Yeah.
This is what I get for working on a bed.
Yeah, you should. Okay, you take 11 points of poison damage.
Oh.
There we go. Find yourself coughing and wheezing in a cloud of noxious poison that makes your head spin and your lungs hurt.
Everything
hey,
is
it looks
going
like
dark.
The chest after that creaks open just fine. And,
Reach over, give Quinn a couple of hearty pats in the back because he took one for the team, and then see what's inside the chest.
Ow.
All right. So inside the chest, that lounge music was great. I like the lounge music.
Yeah, that's good. I liked it.
Called Airport
Yeah.
Lounge.
Ah.
Let's have it. Someday I will find a tune as good as Trumpet Song.
Whoa.
Okay, let me just check for...
We're,
Okay, so the first thing that you notice is that there appears to be a book in here, a leather-bound book. It doesn't have any obvious markings on the front, and it looks worn, like it's being carried around a bunch with somebody. There's some gold in here, probably about there's probably a couple of 100 gold pieces in here, like a decent amount for a person to carry. Not that much compared to the wealth you guys have accumulated to this point, but still, decent amount of money. You also find that there appears to be a potion of healing in there. Let's see. Let's roll for a random magical item, because that's always fun.
Yay, the roulette. Let's see what happens.
Let's see what we get.
Hey, Daddy needs a new pair of shoes.
Bag of tricks, please. Bag of tricks, bag of tricks. Oh, interesting. Okay, there's a potion in here. It's like a clear liquid, and it appears to have a giant, like a toenail or something in there, suspended in the liquid.
Well, Renato's not of the best of minds, so unless Quinn stops him, he's going to unstopper that potion and take a light sip.
Are you going to try to stop him, Quinn?
No, Quinn is just gonna lay there because he's still wheezing to death.
Okay, so Quinn lies wheezing on the desk, on the bed, on the desk. What am I talking about?
Bed.
While desk, bed, same thing.
Yeah.
Death bed.
Well, Renato pulls out this potion that he's just found, and being kind of drunk at the moment and being in the mood for another, he takes a little swig of this potion, a little sip. Okay, so Renato, even from a tiny taste of this potion, like just kind of a little sip, you feel strength surge through your muscles. It's like suddenly, like, Renato seems like way more buff than usual. So those of you watching,
boy.
like, you see, like, under his silk
Oh, boy.
coat and everything, so you see muscles kind of bulge there, and his slightly chubby form becomes, he's still chubby, but he also looks kind of ripped as well. Like,
Nice, we get a kick out of this.
yeah,
At that time, I just happened to come wandering back. Just like, guys, are we going or what?
so Renato's just taken a sip of some. He's holding like an unstoppered glass vial in one of his hands with a weird liquid in it, and he seems kind of. He looks like he's been working out like a lot.
He staggers back for a bit and then puts the stopper back on the potion because he's not too eager to take another sip of that again. But he suspects that he's stumbled upon something valuable.
So if you drink that potion, the effect soon fades because you only had a small sip of it, and suddenly your clothes feel kind of loose and weird on you from suddenly going back to your usual size and shape. But you get the feeling that if you drink that potion, you will become really strong. Like, stronger than nice. That potion would make you.
Oh, that's very good, because strength is his dump stat. He considers it for a few moments, and in the slight inebriation and selfishness, he just tucks it into his cloak.
Okay, add potion of hill giant strength to your inventory.
Hill giant strength. And besides that, he grabs the gold, puts it into a sack which he knows he'll dump into the bag of holding later, and also takes the book and tucks that away, since he's not sure other people would really be into reading it.
Okay, you do so. So you're just tucking the book away, you're not looking in it?
He'll give it a cursory glance, but it seems to be... Is it like a reasonably thick volume, or...?
It is, it's a book that could fit in somebody's pocket, about the size of, like, it appears to be somebody's journal. So there are still blank pages at the end, and it all appears to be written in the same spidery handwriting, and it is written in common.
Well, he'll turn towards the door, starting to walk out as he gives it a flip through.
Okay.
So.
Where do you want to start reading from? The start?
Let's do what most people do when they're trying to find something quick and start from the middle.
Okay, you jump into the middle and you read about the person who wrote the journal getting into a fight with somebody they call the idiot drow. They say that the drow nearly beat them and left them with a nasty wound, but they were able to steal one of the feathers off that ostentatious headdress they wear. So, they're going to wear that now to mock them as they try to find their true identity. And they also they talk about like how progress is going, how they've managed to get this really stupid dragon on their side by bribing her with treasure, and how this powerful beast can be like manipulated with mere baubles, and how ridiculous it is that they've always been like spoken down to when they're clearly smarter and more capable than any of these humans and elves and dragons who think they're better than them.
Very fascinating.
Yeah, and then you flip through a few more pages, and then they start talking about a group of naive newbie adventurers who've just arrived in the city, and how they've been like basically running circles around them, and they have no idea of their true identity, and that they were nearly able to bed one of them by flirting with them in a bar, and it was only their own self-sabotage that prevented the night from having a very interesting conclusion.
Aha! He snaps the pocket journal shut and tucks it away, figuring that he'll have time to talk about it at the bar later.
Alright. You guys pretty much like cleared out the place. Clover has returned to the castle with the body of the doppelganger to tell Lord Neverember and Perpetua about the events that have transpired. I say the castle. I keep saying the castle when I mean the halls of justice. You guys are in the castle right now. So, do you want to go and join her?
Can I make a quick check to see if this necklace is anything special?
Yes, roll an Arcana check.
Okay. Arcana.
Okay.
Not so great.
You cannot discern any magical properties about it. It's very shiny though, it's got lots of jewels in it and things. It's probably worth a fair bit. Appears to be made from like gold and has rubies set into it.
Awesome.
Nice.
Yeah, tuck it into my pocket.
Okay.
Meanwhile, yeah, Renato isn't smart enough not to fill his water skin with alcohol, so he's just walking around with the swig in hand. He's brought some party along with him. So he's cheerily going to take a swig, give Nice a couple hearty pats on the shoulder, and say, "Right then, why don't we head off?"
I'm just gonna make sure that I retrieve my manacles, my precious manacles.
Oh
before
yes. Okay, they're in the cloakroom where you left the halfling.
Oh, that's right.
we leave. It turned out to be, yeah.
Yeah, do you want to roll a perception check to try... investigation, maybe, to try to
Okay.
find your manacles?
Let's do that. So,
Okay.
investigation.
Um,
Oh,
that's not great. I mean, you're kind of searching through the pile for a while, and eventually you find your manacles kicked into a corner. But it takes it takes Venbury quite some time, and the rest of you are like, where the hell is he gone?
Oh,
Because they got kicked well under that pile of old cloaks and things.
the amount of time does remind Renato to accost Venbury about that necklace, though he doesn't
Yeah,
know quite what was
Venbury,
grabbed.
can you roll a perception check while you're spending all that time digging through all those?
sure.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, well,
You don't notice anything else special while you're you're so like focused on these manacles that you're like, really fucking manacles. Ah!
I spent 2 gold on those.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, I'm just reading what's going on in the chat over there. All right. So, are you guys heading back to the halls of justice?
While I nag at Venbury to give that necklace over.
Let me
I
check.
take a massive swig from the water skin and go, yes, we are, we're going. Now.
Let me just check that all the correct people are in there. So I need to add. Oh yeah, I need to add Bernadette, Blaze, and just. Oh, I'll just copy everyone who's here and paste them in, and then delete the ones who have doubles.
So-
Right.
On the way back, Venbury attempts to convince Renato that all that Fish took from the treasure chest was a pack of cards.
Renato is
He says-
very highly suspicious because why else would a cat dart into a treasure chest and then bring it over?
He brought what he thought was important, this deck of cards.
Somehow I don't believe that a cat would find a deck of cards important, considering that he left a similarly dull but actually really important pocketbook.
Well, that's the whole thing. He left the important things behind.
Alright,
Only
stop
took out
yelling
what was
out on me,
useless.
just hand it over.
Bloody cats. Okay, here you go, deck of cards.
No. The actual thing that you got.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Come on.
Okay, do you mind me rolling a quick deception check here?
Yeah, no, go for it.
Nope.
Heavily unconvinced.
Okay, Venbury gives it up and shows the necklace.
He takes the necklace and tucks it away into his pockets. We'll have a proper look at this later now that you aren't hoarding it.
Let's just dump the dead doppelganger there as well. Let's get rid of you. Let's bring back you.
Oh, don't forget
and
the
with
doggos.
Players. Oh, Are you taking the doggos to the Hall of Justice as well?
Well, I
I
mean,
guess-
don't forget to send them home, I suppose.
Okay, yeah, the doggos go back to home, and you guys traipse your way through town to the Halls of Justice. I should change the music. As great as Airport Lounge is, I'm sure we could probably use something slightly more serious, perhaps, for... Okay, track. Let's see what we can get. Ooh, this tune's called Acid Trumpet. What?
What? That sounds interesting.
Yeah,
You're
It's-
the jukebox hero right now,
it's
so
pretty cool, actually. They've added a bunch of, like, new things that are, like, not elsewhere.
let's give it a shot.
Yeah.
Jukebox hero with stars in her eyes.
Wow. There are all these tracks I need to test out.
Bernadette looks like she's got her own, like, plinth at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
All hail Bernadette!
she's just laid down with her legs against the pillar.
Wow, there's so many tracks, it's going to take me ages to go through them, but let's go with Acid Trumpet for now, because it's like the funk
Oh, it's
episode.
funky. I like that.
Yeah. Okay, so you arrive at the Halls of Justice, to be greeted by Daggelt Neverember and Perpetua Stormseye. Oh, actually, I'm just gonna... on seeing you, the drow who's always sweeping the floors goes off to another room. Daggelt Neverember greets you heartily. What ho, people? How did you fare then? I heard that there was bally rotten stuff going down and a load of adventurers died.
Defender, Lady Stormseye, I'd love to explain, but these other people have gotten much more of a better idea than I have, as I have spent most of the day incapacitated. Please, someone take it away.
Silence falls over the Hall of Justice.
Everyone just kind of looks at each other like...
Everyone slow blinks.
And I say,
Okay,
well, I can't
Vembry-
well explain for you people. I wasn't there for most of it.
Vembry solemnly takes the ornate greatsword out of the bag of holding and just kind of holds it up for Neverember's inspection.
He nods and then he motions Perpetua to take it over to Justice Orwen, the head cleric of the Church of Tyr. She goes over there and starts conversing with the head cleric. He goes, "Thanks for bringing that back. We'll get those adventurers resurrected. They've done a great service to the city."
Ah,
Good
that's
to know that kind of insurance policy is in place.
Now,
I just give the weird thing a kick.
He goes, "There's a bally doppelganger. I haven't seen one of these since my adventuring days."
honestly,
I was
Renata's
just checking
gonna,
it's dead.
Yeah, he's gonna kneel down
Turns
and
out
just
we've
poke
been
it with a
seeing it
stick.
a lot and didn't know it.
Oh yes, actually that reminds me. And he produces the journal from his cloak. I've got some information on. I believe if this is a doppelganger, then this might be pertinent. And he won't bother with
this
reading it
new.
out. He'll just hand it to the protector.
Yes, somebody just walked out of the room to the room over there. You may have seen this figure around before. They've spoken to you before. Roll an intelligence check to see